is Johnny Wrestling, or Johnny Takeover, as my shirt says. And listen, I want you to listen. Like, we're involved right now. It's crazy. It's loud. It's hectic. We're in New York City. But I want you to listen to No Holds Barred Network.
Hey guys, welcome back to the No Holds Barred Network. This is Indy Talks episode 3. What is going on? I'm your host, as always, the queen of the indies herself, the EVP. I can't even fucking talk already. So
Shame
on me.
Shame.
I'm almost joined by Ray. What's going on, Ray?
What's up, everybody? I'm back. Like I said earlier, before we got on to the chat here, I used to be called the Law Ray Ramundo. I'm now going to be known as the Mayor, because Tiff says everyone knows me.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Cool.
I'm now the Mayor, Ray Ramundo.
Yeah, seriously.
So.
Let me know if the stream is doing good, because, like, I know we had a problem last week and everything crashed. So just let me know everything's okay. I mean, it looks okay on my end.
Yeah, it looks like it's running.
It looks like.
Let me actually just do like a little audio test on my side.
Yes, please.
I'm gonna check the YouTube, because usually I would be the one in the chat. So yeah. Yeah, we have audio.
Okay, we're good.
It feels weird because I'm usually the one in the chat in these videos, but no.
I know, it's crazy. So we are back, and we have a lot of stuff to discuss. It's a new year, and so what's going on, Colin? You're awesome. Yes, there's just so much things that we need to discuss, and it's like I don't know where to go really with this, but I'm glad you're back with me.
Yeah, I'm alive.
You're alive. So that's okay. Last month we had our friend April, the Brooklyn Wolf of Makeup. That's our girl. She's awesome. There's so many things that are going to come tuning in with that as well. So
yeah. This is where all the guys in the chat are booing that April isn't here and I am. They're like, damn.
Sorry,
could have had 2 girls on here.
Sorry, bro. Well, I guess like we're going to have like April one of these days, and we'll do like a the 3 of us or something like that, because because we've been dragging her along to all these shows. So sorry.
Not 5-4. She's chosen to go with us.
Yeah, pretty much. So it's all a good time. But anyway, the whole, I guess, like, really, like, I'm always gonna preach this, is that the whole point of us doing this podcast is our love for indie wrestling, and it always goes back to, like, if you're a WWE like main roster freak, or AEW or New Japan or something like that, overall, these guys all started somewhere, and they started in the indie scene. Yeah. Okay, and a lot of people that are your favorites came from a lot of the indie scene that we watch. Yeah. So really, as well, we want to inform you of guys that we have our eyes on, that we think eventually will probably be signed. I mean, the goal, right, is everybody to get signed, whether it's WWE.
Yeah, at least Japan, somewhere. Their goal is to at least make it somewhere. Just look at our layout here.
Yeah.
Look at our layout.
This, like Kyle's Beast, Kyle always makes amazing layouts for me. So thank you. Our logo for the Indy Talks as well. But of course, like, I have a bunch of our favorites here below. So as we talked about before, number 1 husband, Alex Zane. Number 3 husband.
Oh yeah, that's changed since the last time we did this.
This is true. Yeah. This is true. Gangone got pushed down to.
Kind of hurts. Like, I'm wearing.
I know. I'm sorry.
Shirt I'm wearing.
Listen, let's be honest. Okay, let's be honest. All right, Gangone is officially the first number 1 husband, right? But in reality, Gangone will always be number 1 husband to me. Okay, he will always be number 1 husband to me. Okay, and I talk about it all the time, because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have met great people like Ray. Ray's one.
Aw.
And great promotions as well. So I have a lot of I always preach about Gangnam. So, but anyway, yeah. So like all these guys below, I mean, we have amazing talent on the layout.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
pretty
The
damn.
Dirty
awesome.
Daddy. We have Tessa Blanchard on there as well. Sammy Callahan, Chris Bay. It's an assorted array of talent right there.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's a good thing. So, but yeah, so like there's a lot of things that we are probably going to announce. We're going to discuss the shows that we've gone to, or if we at least watch if we didn't go. So like I don't know, like do you want to go straight into it? Do you want to make our announcements first? Like it's going to be all over the place.
We got a lot to cover, so let's at least start with one of the shows. Tiff, ladies first. Which would you like to discuss?
Okay, so these are all the posters, okay, that of the shows that we watched.
Very colorful.
It is very colorful, isn't it? Like there's, wow. So just so you guys know, I've been to all 5 of these shows. So I know Ray, you've only been to 2 out of these 5.
Yeah, I was 2 out of 5. I've watched
the 4 out of 5.
4 out of 5.
You watched 4 out of 5 because you didn't watch the Carnival one. So, but I was sending videos.
You sent me enough clips.
I sent you enough clips.
I got the gist of it.
You got the gist of it. So I think we should start from the beginning of the month, pretty much.
Okay.
I think that's the best way to kind of go about this. So what we'll do is we'll discuss the first one, and then we'll drop some news, I guess. We'll do that, cool. And then we'll just go back and forth a little bit, because actually I just got news right before we went live.
Yeah.
So I'll drop that, I guess.
Breaking news.
Breaking news, guys. Yar, what is going on? April's in the chat. Please share this stream as well, please. Let's get some people in here. All right, so the IWW, Imperial, what is it? Imperial World Wrestling, is that what it is? Yeah. There is so many promotions. It's so hard to keep up. I'm sorry. So my apologies.
Tried.
Okay. Yeah, I was right. Imperial World Wrestling. I don't second guess myself or whatever like that. So anyway, so yeah, this was kind of like a last minute thing that me, Ray, and April actually went to. Now, I never been to an IWW show before, but actually, like, I am friends with the official podcast of that company, Rodney, and that's how I think I had found out originally months ago about this promotion. And I knew, it was a while ago because Gangon took the belt, right? Gangon was holding the belt of this company. I think it was like one of the first shows, like last year.
Yeah, I remember the debut show.
Yeah,
I know Ant was on.
Yeah, I think he went.
He took a lot of the Hall guys too were on this show,
yes.
And even this one that we went to. So yeah.
Yeah, so it was really like our friend Hank Flanagan was wrestling at the show. So that's actually how B and Ray found out about it. We're like, okay, we're gonna go. We're gonna go support. Yeah. Because
they're doing these secret combat art shows. So it's gonna be a lot of like, So.
That's another thing too. Is a lot of things with a lot of these promotions, there's different type of venues. And if you guys like listen, even like when I've done my interview with Anthony Gangone, when I physically like met him, like even though like I've been following him for years, but when we physically like met for the first time in person, was at Tino's art gallery. So that was a no ring, but it was like in a small, like a store. It's kind of like just an empty store that's not rented. Yeah, it was an art studio. It was kind of like one of those things that it wasn't rented, so I think you could like rent it for the day or something to do. So you see a lot of those as well in New York. Is that a lot of?
I feel like the rent's probably cheap. That's
why. Well, because if you're not renting it for the month, and if you can make a little money off of like a month or like a day show, why not, right? So, but I think that's what's kind of like interesting is that these shows can go all over the place, and it's really like word of mouth. And it's like
you heard nothing from us. The show never happened.
The show never happened.
I don't even know why there's a poster there. Like, we're gonna talk about what we thought could have happened. That's what we're gonna talk about here. The show never happened. No. The show never happened. Like,
oh Lord. Anyway,
there's not gonna be another one in February.
Well, that's another thing too with indie shows is that you don't know when they're gonna like pop. They're not month to month all the time. Some shows are every once a month, maybe. Some shows are every couple of months. Like, what was it? Violence and Suffering is like what, 5 months? Then
Yeah,
we had
they're
another
like
one.
sporadic. But again, it depends. Like every company has their style of putting out their shows. Every company has their style of knowing what their fan base likes. Because there are companies that want to do once a month, every few weeks, etc.
Right.
So
So
it just depends on what you want to do and how your fan base is.
right.
So
So this
with
was
this, hey, for a what could have been show, because again, it didn't happen. IWW didn't put the show on. I don't know. No. There were some people that could have been there.
you're a mess.
So yeah. Okay, let's
Anyway,
start
all
it up.
right.
What
So
was
we're gonna go into
the
it.
imaginary card?
I can't with you right now. So we had number
Yeah,
two
it has to be
husband.
entertaining. Sorry.
The whole reason we went, like we found out, was through Hank Flanagan. So we were like, okay, we're gonna go support. So
Yeah.
we went to go support Mr. Number Two husband, versus I can't say it. Nikolai
Nikolai
White.
White.
Yes.
See, this is what happens when you don't drink more water.
All right, let me drink some water.
This is why he
His
says
gimmick.
drink more
You
water.
know what the funny thing is? We actually saw him at the bar Saturday night. We were hanging out with him. So that was the pretty funny thing. And he was saying, drink more water. So here.
Yeah, we did not drink water that night.
I have some water. No, we didn't drink water.
This ain't water either.
This ain't water. No, but this was a really fun show. I think it was only a couple of matches, right? It was a small card, and
Yeah,
like
it was
you
5
said,
matches. Yeah.
it was 5 matches, and actually it was some of the guys that we know from House of Glory. So this was a really fun show. Like we just like showed up, and it was a couple of hours. Actually, we saw Mark Quinn as well hanging out. Oh, we didn't see him either.
See him 'cause the
okay,
show
we didn't see him.
We could have seen Mark Quinn. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, he could have been there. He could have been busy with a taping though. I don't know.
No, you know what's cool is like even the cool thing about a lot of these indie shows is you'll go to them and then you'll see wrestlers just hanging out.
Yeah.
Coming to support the company, or they come see their friends, or whatever the case is. So you never know who you're gonna run into.
Yeah. So let's go into the imaginary card, like we were saying.
The imaginary
So Hank Flanagan versus Nikolai White. The reason we went, or we would have went. Sorry, I have to rephrase that. Yeah. So Hank Flanagan debuting his new name. The change has come. He is finally Hank Flanagan.
Right.
He has released this what he's been holding inside. He is no longer portraying Flanders. The fake name is gone. He is now his true self, Hank Flanagan.
Name. I feel like today's word of the day is fake.
Hey, he said it. He said it on the interview. He said he was trying to be what he thought the fans would like. They wanted this American name, and he's not that.
Right.
So he embraced his Irish roots. He came out to Jamaica Queens, to face out against Nikolai White. Unfortunately, Nikolai White and his group were too much for Mr. Flanagan. But maybe he just needed a little more water. That was all.
Maybe we should have splashed them at him. We were front row. Listen, that was like the closest that I've ever been to a ring.
Were we front row?
We literally could have just put our hands on the ring. It was kind of like a GCW style, pretty much. All right? If you ever got to, which we'll get into later because GCW is on the card of shows that we've seen this month. Yeah. But yeah, we were really close.
Okay. So from that was again, barn burner of a match. It was good. Hank Flanagan hopefully gets a win soon. What else happened, Tiff? What else happened on the card?
We had the gauntlet match.
Oh yeah, Vince Steele, the behemoth of a man there, Vince Steele. That's a big boy.
Well, so is Cuzzo. The Cuzzo.
Oh.
Which, by the way, you guys, if you watched Under the Ropes, you will see that I interviewed Too Good or BX Strong as well.
See, what's funny is I was in the hospital dying, and they still said they were going to give me an L.
Oh, I forgot to load that. Damn
That's
it.
disrespectful.
Well, that is disrespectful.
That was disrespectful.
So they actually, I'll repost the video. But
no, don't repost the video.
So anytime that Too Good, BX Strong, sees Ray they're gonna like I'm gonna videotape him getting L's. So the goal is for the year of 2020 is that Ray's gonna get the most L's of this year. So
I feel like they just want to replicate like their win streak, loss streak,
Mhm.
and they're just gonna give me the same amount of L's they get every time they're in a match. That might just be it, but I'll see them soon. It's okay. I'll see them soon.
So that was a good match. That was fun. The
Yeah.
gauntlet
Let
match.
me get back to what we were talking about.
Why
Sorry,
I feel
got
like we
flustered
don't
with that.
we don't see enough gauntlet matches. I feel like it was fun.
Yeah, it was interesting because it originally started as I think it was supposed to be a 2-man.
Mhm.
Then they're like, no, we're gonna make it 3. And then they're like, no, we need a 4th guy. And it was like, okay, I think I'm just gonna jump in and make it 5. Like it just kept going and going.
It was fun.
It still killed them all
It
though.
was fun. I actually like gauntlet matches a lot.
Yeah.
I think we need more. So if you're a promoter, put on some damn gauntlet matches for us. I feel like I've been asking for a lot.
More gauntlets.
I feel like I've been asking for a lot lately, and I've been getting all these gifts from all these promoters. So, like, thank you. It's a good thing. So, but what else? The main event, right? What we had.
Oh, here we go. This
was fun.
This was fun just because of the guys in it. Not for what one of the guys told me when he was coming out, but we're gonna get to that.
Okay.
So it was the kid, Vinny Pacifico, taking on the bad Mama Jamma himself, Sasha Jenkins.
Yeah.
Though this was combat art, so the whole match was observed by the artist known as Rembrandt.
Yes. It was great.
This
was
a good match. This was again 2 hot talent here from the New York area. Vinny Pacifico, a member of the Future of Honor. So hey.
He's
cool
good.
to see Vinny back in town.
He's good. I mean, I've seen him at multiple promotions around in the indie world.
My boy Sasha, again, another one of the
Jenkins.
brethren from Hog, as well as Rembrandt. So it was interesting. Which kind of made me figure, 2 Hog guys, something's gonna happen to poor Vinny. But no, Rembrandt was cool. Everything was cool. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Like, Vinny, I don't know what happened that he accidentally tripped. I don't know. Like, he tripped and Sasha was able to pick up the win. Rembrandt did nothing. It was just a circumstance. It was a circumstance.
It was John Cena. I couldn't see him. No, it was a really fun show. Like, you know, it's just I was like, oh, I wish I knew like longer because I would have promoted it because I love to promote shows that I'm going to. So I found out like last minute about it. So, but that's okay. So I'm sure I'll get informed going forward. But I'm actually glad that we went to the show. This was
cool.
This was a fun show. It was like a last minute, like, oh, okay, let's go do this. So we had a lot of fun. April said in the chat that she thought we were gonna die. We did. We thought we were gonna die because we were very close to the ring. But no, it was good. It was a good show. So definitely like on the list of continuations because of the fact that it's a lot of our friends pretty much that work this show as well. So that's always good. Always time to support our friends as well.
Of course.
So yeah.
Okay, so moving on to the next.
All right, actually, you know what? Let's drop a little news. So I'm gonna drop something that I actually breaking news. Who got their nose broke?
Something's getting broken.
Something got broke. There was a bunch of breaking going on within the last month. Or broken noses, blood, everything like that. So I mean, I'm gonna go into our big news later. I'm gonna drop the little information that just came on before the podcast. So. I know again, like I said, the computer crashed last week during Under the Ropes. I'm so sorry, but the computer seems to be working as well, like that or whatever. So anyway, we were talking about IWA. So actually, Frank is thebomb.com, as I like to call it. He actually asked me to kind of be like the podcast for February 22nd. So we're gonna set up. We're gonna do some interviews. We're gonna talk to some wrestlers, maybe before and after. So it'll be fun. So I'm looking forward to that. Like you'll see me and Ray. You'll probably get an L from BX Strong. It will be live. I'm gonna figure all this stuff out because it's all new with the podcast as well. Going to be at other, all these indie shows, and I love it. So thank you, Frank. You're awesome. And he's actually going to come on the podcast sometime soon within the next couple of weeks. We're going to talk about the street match because we already heard XDN's what he's going to do. Now we need to know
Who was
from
that guy?
Frank.
You never answered my question. I asked multiple times, who was he? Never got an answer.
I don't know.
So disrespectful. So
disrespectful. So I don't know.
Damn.
So we're gonna be live. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know details yet of what we're going to do, but the No Holds Bar Network will be at IWA on February 22nd. There is going to be a lot going on that day. So if you are in Nutley, New Jersey, right?
Yeah, Nutley, New Jersey.
There's so many shows I can't keep up. Nutley, New Jersey, February 22nd is the place to be. So if you want to come hang out with me and Ray, we will be there. I've interviewed plenty of the talent that's there already that you guys are familiar with, and you'll probably meet a lot more. So I'm looking forward to that. So thank you, Frank. So yeah. But anyway, moving forward, back to our little review.
Okay, we're going back into the review.
Okay, back to the review. I see
it's time.
dumb.
It's time to get a little extreme, right?
All right, let's go. I see dumb. I see dumb.
Okay.
I see dip.
So this again, Tiff was there live.
Right.
I saw it on pay-per-view. So the experience was a little different.
Right.
But the gist of it is blood, guts.
This was
no rules.
This was something that they've been wanting to do for a while. They wanted to it was no holds barred. Every match was no holds barred, right? So oh my god, the craziness. So we made sure we got second row seats, me and my best friend Brad and Margaret. We sat second row. Hi, Brad. Yeah, ICW was freaking crazy. As you guys know, ICW is one of my favorite promotions that I love to go to. So I usually go to all the shows if I can. So this was great. I'm a little I'm still debating about going to Tampa because they will be at Tampa, and I'm a little salty because Tessa Blanchard versus Amazing Red. Come on, if I'm not going, I'm going to watch it on the IWTV app. So, but this is one of my favorite companies to go to. This promotion never fails to leave you disappointed. So, and I thought the main event was Tessa Blanchard versus Nick Gage. That wasn't the case. That was the opening match.
Let's get into that.
I wasn't ready.
I feel like watching on pay-per-view, the reaction I heard from the crowd hearing that was the opening match was just awe.
Yeah.
It was just shock and awe of, wait, what?
I'm so confused. Isn't this
I was confused because I thought, wait, because I started seeing clips first and I was like, wait, are people forgetting to post matches and then posting that? Yeah. And then I was like, wait, no, this is the first fucking match.
Holy crap. This is an intergender match. We were like, Tessa's going to die. This is what we were going to say. We were like, she's going to die in this match. And that wasn't the case. Yeah. She was so damn over. Never mind the fact that I met her, and she's one of the most nicest people that you'll ever meet. I'm telling you, she's such a sweetheart. But crap, this match was so good.
Yeah, she's tiny. She hung with Gage though.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
This is definitely, if you did not see this match, it's on the IWTV app now.
Yeah.
It's definitely out there now. I think it just released on the IWTV app. This was so much fun. Again, we were on the stage and everything was standing except for us. We were on the stage and they were going into the crowd, taking chair shots. It was pure insanity.
Yeah. This
was such a great match. And I was like, how do you live up to after this match? But what was even cooler was that Tessa called out Amazing Red. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what? So, and of course he accepted. So that is going on in April. So I'm looking forward to that. Like I said, if I'm not going to Tampa, then I'm watching it on the IWTV app. So, what was one of the other matches that you like? I know one of my favorite matches as well was Tony Deppen versus Killer Cross.
Oh yeah, that was another I think one of the matches that definitely stood out for me outside of the main, because the main was awesome because big fan of the professional. However, the match that stood to me was Homicide versus Casanova Valentine.
That was a good
Just
match too.
for the return of the natural born sinner, Homicide. For those that don't know why he was wearing a mask, why he came out to Slipknot, back in the early days of ROH, the natural born sinners were a thing. And Homicide coming out doing this stick and just demolishing Casanova Valentine in this bloody war. It was blow after blow after blow. Brooklyn versus Brooklyn. The battle for just basically who owns Brooklyn.
Yeah.
And again, if you have not watched this show, please do yourself a favor and do so.
Yeah.
Because, well, warning, especially for this match. If you're a little squeamish to blood and you're kind of scared of seeing someone get choked out by chloroform, don't watch this match.
So good.
Yeah.
So good.
But again, Homicide proving why he's one of the best. This is why he is the notorious 187. There's a reason they call him Homicide. Because someone's going to die.
Yeah. This was really good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely,
Brad.
Brad.
About low-key. Coming out to the old theme song was the best. Low-key. I loved it. Oh, my God. That main. Like, I'm lost for words because this was really such a good show. Yeah. Every match did not disappoint.
It was good. It was something that I feel like it's going to be hard to replicate. Like, ICW is now going to be doing no holds bar for most of their shows coming up now, right?
Right, yeah, because the next one's in, what is it, March 22nd?
Yeah.
Am I right? Yeah, March 22nd. I'm trying to keep up with all these dates. Like, legit, like, I have a planner, and I'm literally writing dates down of shows that I want to go to. And then sometimes what happens is I buy tickets for something, and then something else comes out that I want to go to, and I'm like, shit! Like...
Yeah.
This always happens to me. This is the problem that I have. There is so much indie wrestling out there, and there's so many people that I support, and I want to continue to support, but it's so hard. I do have to pick and choose because it's very rare that I would see all my favorites at one show. So
yeah, but again, just that I feel like going into that, it's like it's gonna be so hard to replicate because it worked. The card again, it's card subject to change, but I felt like it worked.
Right.
Because unfortunately, again, two guys were missing.
Right,
Chris Dickinson, Eddie Kingston, unfortunately could not make it to the show. But again, it worked. It still flowed. Yeah. And that match came out of nowhere. Killer Kross versus Tony Deppen. And that was an awesome matchup. Came out, worked. Tony Deppen wore some memorable clothing. Just for his shirt alone is very memorable. We're not going to say what he was wearing, but that's about it.
You could say
because
the Daisy Dukes. I love.
No, I'm talking about what the shirt said. But okay.
Well, we're not gonna talk about that. But I'm talking about the Daisy Dukes. But yeah, so like I love that guy. Like he just put a tweet out with a picture of his ass, and he was like, "I'm just checking out my cheeks," and I was like, "I fucking love you." Like I just love Tony Deppen. Like he's gonna come in as it looks like the stream is running good. It sounds like everything's good. So I will be talking to Tony Deppen because he did say yes that he's gonna come on Under the Ropes. I'm so excited to have a conversation with him. I love him. Okay, he is on the list of husbands. All right, I freaking adore him. He is the bomb.com.
Oh my god.
So,
but yeah, let's go into the main event. Let's
go for
let's get to it. He was. I don't want to call him the professional for this one. Because I don't think this was the Hitman low-key. This was the One World Warrior. This was the original low-key here.
Right.
This was the trained killer. This was a man that knows no limits there, taking on a student of the game in Takeda.
Right.
And again, this show, no rules, no submissions. They were going to go and kill each other here.
Yeah.
And the match was just amazing.
Yeah.
The finish now, this is where we get into the questionable now. Because some people agreed with it, some people were not a fan. I feel like after getting stomped in your head, especially when you can't protect yourself, your hands are behind your back, you're done.
Yeah.
There's no fighting back.
Yeah.
You're out for the count. So, low-key again, proving why he is the One World Warrior, proving why... Yeah.
Yeah. Like Brad says he was a little upset that the match wasn't a death match. Takada needs a death match, but we know like Loki's not gonna do that type of match.
No,
And
I
that's
don't
why we
even think
didn't
that's
get
not that Loki wouldn't do it. I feel like if Takada wanted the death match, there were so many weapons under the ring. But again, it's Loki. He's the one world warrior. He's trained for anything.
right.
So, hey, he protected himself. He got him in the position that he needed to hit the we're going to call it the ghetto stomp here because, again, I'm calling him the one world warrior. And he was able to do it.
Yeah, it was
He
great.
knocked out Takeda.
I like Nick Gage. What did he call him? Takeda? What did he call him? Like, he
I feel
messed
like I'm
up.
even messing it up. I like, there's it's
He made like, it
someone
was funny.
be, like, in the
He was
comments
even
saying that we all
laughing.
messed up.
He was even laughing whatever your name is. It was great.
He's
love
like,
Nick
I love
Gage.
professional wrestling.
I
Gage
love.
was
Oh my
hilarious.
god! I met Nick Gage finally, like in person. I took a picture with him. He's so sweet. Did you see the video that was going viral with the little girl at the show?
Oh,
That he went
yes,
over
yes.
to go give her like like the pound or like the handshake or whatever, and then she pushed him. I mean, the kid had to be like what, like 8, 9 years old or something like that, and
Maybe
she just
younger.
shoved
Like
him.
she was
And then he's like,
very
"Give me
small.
some," you know. And then they're pushing each other back. And then by the end of the match, then he came over and he gave her a big hug and everything. So like, this is what it's all about, you know. Like,
again showing that not to be like too much into yourself. Like it worked. Hey, the kid got over with Nick Gage.
yeah.
What's more to ask for?
I mean, that's great. I love it. I love when I see this. And I talked about this even with April when we were at Capital Wrestling last month, okay? And there was
Yeah.
a kid sitting by us. And then I forgot who it was. I think it was the rep that came over. And then, or no, Darius Carr that came over. And he's like sticking his tongue out at the kid. And it was the most funny, but I love seeing those interactions. Like, I hate the ones like when the kids like start crying, like, oh, you know,
yeah.
like I felt so bad that one time like MJF like made a kid cry. I felt horrible. But like, I love when the kids like, you know, get in as well, and they're playing with the wrestlers, and the wrestlers play back. Like, they're not mean about it, but they're like teasing the kids, and the kids are going back at it. I love seeing things like that because it's like those kids are gonna be us one day. They're gonna be
true.
fangirling, fanboying, and everything. So,
No.
but yeah,
Don't follow our footsteps, though, kids. Just
Ray will
stay
tell
in school.
you
Stay in
when you
school.
see me in April together, it is
I said nothing.
it's a good time. It's a good time. So,
Oh
but yeah,
god.
ICW is definitely a check on the list. You guys definitely need to, if you have not watched this pay-per-view, the No Holds Barred, you need to go on the IWTV app and watch it. I promise you guys, this is a show that will not, you know, you'll have no regrets watching it.
No.
So
No.
yeah, so this is definitely, ICW is one of my faves. So moving forward, we're gonna go into GCW. I love GCW. All right.
A lot of CWs, if you haven't noticed.
Yeah.
It's just-
Game changer wrestling. I
Here we go.
love GCW. And I just recently got into it in the summertime because I am still, like you talk about gore and all that, I am still cringy with some of the GCW. Why are you making faces? You know it's
Because
true.
it's the funniest thing because she'll say that. Meanwhile, this is the same girl that wants light tubes at a
want
normal
freaking-
indie show.
I did it at one of the kids
What?
shows, and then like Gecko's like, "You want chair?" He's like, "Should I get something on the thing?" And I'm like, "Light tubes!" And Ray's like,
We were
"This is a
at-
kiddie
yeah,
show."
we were- what
He's
show
like,
were we
"Tiff,
at?"
this is a kiddie show." I'm like, "I want fucking light tubes, like right now."
Like, we weren't even allowed to curse at that show. Meanwhile, she wants light tubes.
I want damn light tubes. I'm a little disappointed I didn't get any light tubes at this GCW show. By the way, Queen is in the chat. I went with
Queen.
Queen of NE to GCW, and I also had the pleasure of going on her Queenie chats as well, and we talked about this show. All right, I can't feel your face. This was I was so happy to go with Queen and my best friend Brad. I mean, and Mr. Queen was there too, and this was such an experience. We got to see our girl Tracy. I mean, I was running into people like throughout the night. So
Also, you were the mayor that night.
I
You were
was the mayor that night. You know, that's
I gave you- I
was
gave
the
you crown
mayor at
that night.
ICW because even Margaret said to me, she goes, "You know, fucking everybody." You know, like it is what it is. I can't help it. Like, you know, I just know people. But this was something that I've been dying to go to.
It's
This
what we
was
do.
This was bucket list for me, GCW. Never mind the fact that Osbury Park. This was a bucket list for me to go see this show. Never mind the freaking card. This card was pure insanity. I think this pay-per-view might have had a lot of match of the years. And it's only January. And I'm saying this already. And oh my God.
I feel like this month's gone like so slow though.
It is.
It's like we were saying earlier, I feel like it's been like 5 months and it's still January. Oh God.
Colin, you're funny. I love you.
Hi, Colin.
I love you, Colin. So yeah, like this venue is so small. Like it does, like you see it on TV, but like when you're physically there, it's so small. Again, you're like on top of the ring as well. Yeah. And I think the funniest thing was all the dives that were going on. We were in dive section. It didn't matter where you were. You were in the damn dive section. People were like picking up their chairs and stuff like that, folding it up and moving out of the way so all these dives can happen. And then the funniest thing, we're like, oh, like nothing happened. We put our chairs back and we were just watching the show. This is what was going on.
Hey, it's that intimate factor though. It's what gives it an extra like oomph, if anything.
GCW has one of the best fucking rosters around. Let me tell you, like, crap. I feel like that's the place to go if you want to get freaking noticed. I don't know, like, I'm still mad that we didn't get Chris Bay at this show. Me and Brad are a little salty that we didn't see Chris Bay at the show. He was in the Texas show the following week. Why didn't we get Chris Bay? All right, I'm going to stop ranting.
Hey, at least you got your number one husband.
Listen, I did get number one husband. That was the night I made him number one husband. All right? That is the night I officially made him the number one husband, and I broke the damn internet. Everybody was pissed. But I'm not pissed about it because I love Alex Zane. So we started off with that scramble match, and let me tell you, Blake Christian, holy crap. This is a guy you need to keep your eye on. He's a little beast. The damn dive, we're like, oh my God, we're gonna die. And he just jumped onto the stage, knocking everybody out. AJ Gray, who else? Oswald. I love Oswald. Me and Queen love Oswald now. Like, he was so funny because we were like, are you okay? No, my day was better. It was stressful. Like, it's just like my body doesn't go this. I had it easier. It was so funny. I was dying. It was really, oh my God. Ray, I wish you came with me to this show.
Next one, don't worry.
GCW
I'll be there next
more
one.
on the list. That's all I can say. All right. So we got number one husband versus Chris Dickinson, the Dirty Daddy.
Oof.
Oof. Oof, oof, oof. Now, let me tell you, okay, me and Queen were screaming shit and bricks like for him. Like going absolutely nuts. And I think the funniest thing is when he, like, the music went off, right? And then he came to the corner and me and Queen just screamed on top of our lungs that he looked over, he laughed, and then he gave us the sign that he does. We're dying. But he laughed at us. But can we talk about, you know what? I'm just going to do this because this is the move of the month.
Here we go.
You guys need to see this because if you did not watch this pay-per-view, you need to watch this pay-per-view. All right. But actually, I posted this somewhere and people were like, "That happened," and it was funny because Jimmy was like, "Who's that guy?" I was like, "You still don't know who Alex Zane is?" This is how I started talking to Alex Zane because Jimmy broke my heart that he didn't know who Alex Zane was. Now he's number one husband and he still doesn't know who Alex Zane is. But yeah.
That's how you know Jimmy isn't paying attention to the podcast.
Jimmy, pay attention. This is number one husband. All right, we're gonna quiz you. I'm hanging out with you this weekend. You better pay attention. So here, guys, watch this. Watch this clip.
Get him, Alex. Shit. Oh boy. Yeah. Oh boy. Get him, Alex. Oh yeah.
Oh my God. Oof.
Ow,
fan.
ow, ow,
Oof.
ow, ow.
Oof. Oof.
You're saying
can't.
oof, and I'm just saying
I
ow.
can't do this podcast anymore. Ray, take over.
Just, oh my god, that clip needs to just keep replaying, because the effect of that fucking 450, shit.
I know.
And the funny thing is, I think that's where he messed up his toe too. Didn't he say he
he
messed up his
messed
toe?
his toe up. He actually posted a picture that the nail like came off. And then it was funny because
well,
him and Blake.
think about it. If your nail's going, it's going through a table. Yeah. Ow.
Oof.
Just
Oof.
hey,
I
but
could have took care of him. Wait,
you should have helped him. He still got pinned.
I need my what's it called? I need the med kit. I need the med kit for Zayn because I just love him so damn much. But it was funny because they were tweeting the next day that he was like, he goes, Blake wouldn't kiss my boo boo or whatever like that. He's like, we're brothers or something.
Oh man,
I love it.
I don't know. That's why it was the moment of the month right there. Because wow.
Oh my god. So he picked up the win. Chris Dickinson was still a little sick because he didn't show up at ICW the week before. He showed up. He said that he was worried that he was gonna shit his pants during his match with. with
Hey,
Zayn.
I would have been worried too. Because yeah.
So, oh my god, and me trying to hunt him down because I was like, I need to meet him. We said we're gonna meet and all this stuff. So
No, Chris, that's what the med kit's gonna have. It's for Alex Zane.
Yes.
It's just gonna be a lot of tacos inside the med kit.
Absolutely.
That's what it's gonna be. For every specific wrestler, it's gonna have something different.
Yes, I gotta.
For Alex Zane, it's just gonna be Taco Bell and Mountain Dew. That's it.
Gangone, it's gonna be my cookies. And what else? just cookies. I just bring them cookies. I'll be happy.
And Skittles. It's Skittles in
and
there.
Coke. And a Coke. Oh yeah, Skittles.
Wait,
oh my God, that's
Coke?
right. I have not brought Gangone Skittles in a minute.
Oh god.
The first time that I met Gangone, I brought him Skittles because I told him on the podcast that I was going to bring him Skittles, and I brought him two because he told me don't be cheap and bring him a king size, and I couldn't find a king size, and then I actually bought 2 bags. He goes, you brought me 2 bags? I'm like, you told me don't be cheap to bring you a king size, and I couldn't find the king size. That's right. I forgot about that. Terrible. See, that's what happens. He got pushed to number 3, and I forgot. I still love him. Anyway. So going forward, my match of the year is on this card, and it's Tony Deppen and Jake Atlas. This was holy crap. So this was Jake Atlas's final match, period, right? Because then he was
final,
going to NXT.
yeah, final on the Indies, as he will be going to the Performance Center. Well, I think he already had a match in NXT Florida, one at the house, one of the house shows. So yeah, he's with NXT now, and again. I understand why it's already on Tiff's. Like, it's the match of the year because the chemistry was there. It was a beautifully done match and an awesome farewell for Jake Atlas.
I think one of the best parts of this match was them going through the ropes. Like, it was probably like 2 minutes long, right? That is, they were just going back and forth, countering. It was like art. That's the best way I can put it. It really, you laugh at me, but didn't I talk about that with you? And I was like, this has, and the coolest thing is that the crowd was silent during it. Like, because everybody was in freaking awe. I was in freaking awe.
Yeah, that's when you know you perfected a sequence.
Yeah.
Because that's always the worry. When everyone does a sequence, look at Blake Christian and Jordan Oliver clip.
Right.
They tried to do a sequence. Unfortunately, it came off a little wrong, and that's why everyone started to think, oh, this is too choreographed, whatever, blah, blah, blah. This one, it worked. The crowd was speechless.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a bad kind of like silent. No,
it was
they were
good.
in awe, and you could see it in their faces.
I was in awe. I was like, this is one of the best things I've ever freaking seen.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I don't know how anybody's going to top that match. And I'm sorry, and it's January. But that match was so damn good. It's so good. We
still got a lot to go.
And we do have a lot to go.
Something's going to top it. Something's going to top it.
Well, you know what? I like hope it does. Because... no, really. Because we have the whole year. right? That we're like reviewing every month all these shows that we go to.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, like right now, this was match of the year right now.
The bar is
that
high.
Damn,
The
bar is high. This is
Yeah.
one of the best matches, and they have faced
Which is
each
good,
other
though.
before.
You kind of want that. Like, this kicked off the year, and again, you want that. Every match needs to be a match of the year caliber.
Right.
No matter if it's February, no matter if it's January, even if it's in December, steal the year.
Yeah.
You want to make sure that's what it is, and they did it.
I think the best thing I always say, even to like my wrestler friends, is that treat your next match as your last, and it should be your best. You should always go out with a bang.
Especially in the world we're living, you never know.
Yeah, it's like I'm in awe. I'm telling you, that whole damn.
Yeah.
Like I love GCW. Oh my god. So I mean, those were my two favorite matches of the freaking card. I mean, I don't know. Was there anything else? Like those were like the two main ones that like I was all in for.
No, yeah, those were to me were the standout, just for the simple fact of how much like the reactions were. Not even just the match itself, because the matches were good, but I feel like just the reaction from the crowd, how they were able to keep that in awe. You know, it's the funniest thing that you usually like. Oh, but you want the crowd to pop. No, but if you can keep them in that silence, that it works.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
Oh, so good. GCW is so good.
Oh,
but
we also did get something else that night. Joey Janela.
Oh, that's right. He said that he's coming back.
The bad boy returns on, funny enough, February 15th. Run, Ricky, run. Janela's back in the building.
It's still like tempting to go to. It's so damn good. It's so good. I'm still disappointed I wanted light tubes, but that's okay. I want light tubes. I need some light tubes. I'm spoiled. I want some damn light tubes. So
again, this is the girl that still gets squeamish but wants light tubes.
I want damn light tubes. But yeah.
Well,
so those were like our standouts for GCW that we were going to talk about, because we're not going to go into entire cards. We're just giving like parts of like some of our favorite parts of the shows that we're reviewing.
If you want to know what else happened, go watch the pay-per-view.
I'm telling you, these are shows that you're going to want to watch. So, So we got like two more shows.
Spoilers stuff.
Spoilers stuff. Okay. So back to all the posters. We're gonna go into Synergy Wrestling, but I think it's time. I think it's time we make this announcement. Okay, because like I love Colin. You guys, he's been on Under the Ropes.
We're breaking news again.
Breaking news.
Oh man, I hope Colin's still in the chat. Colin, are you here?
He's still in the chat. He's got to be in the chat.
Colin.
No. Anyway,
give us a sign if you're in the chat.
Anyway, I love Synergy Wrestling. All right. I talk about the venue. Colin's the best. I absolutely love Colin to death. All right. His shows are on Fight TV, and they're also now on the IWTV as well. So the latest one's not on it yet, but you can go pay-per-view it on Fight. I'm telling you, go check it out. It's a good time. We had so much fun. Me, Ray, and April. We killed Ray at that show. But anyway, so let's go into our announcements. All right, and then we're gonna make the announcement. So March 28th, there is this show at Synergy.
Yes.
All right, you guys, you'll want to be there. All right,
yes.
You're gonna want to be there. Okay, the goal is to sell out this damn place. All right, it is a beautiful venue. The cards are always promising. All right, we can do some drinks at the bar. I mean, there were so many pictures going on at the last show. It was a good time. So we're breaking news. We're breaking news. So
oh, we're having a party.
We're having a party.
There you go. And this isn't a private party, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, maybe.
No, again, okay, it's a private party.
Can we get the blessing from private party? I don't know.
Oh God.
No? Okay, cool.
Well, there you have it right there,
Yes.
Saturday, March 28th.
Yes, we're having a pre-party, guys. So we're teaming up with Heel Pops and Chair Shots. Me and Ray will be there. What's it called? April will be there as well. There's so many things that we're in the works for. Okay, and there's going to be raffles. There's going to be video games, the PlayStation WWE game where actually Ray created so many of your favorite indie guys. All right, like Anthony Gangone, Charles Mason. Who else? Brandon Kirk is one of the creations. Did I fuck up?
You're gonna have to find out. You're gonna have to find out.
Yeah. So there's so many things we want to do with this. I mean, there's a lot that we want to do. We want the wrestlers to play as themselves. You know, we want you guys to come down to Synergy Wrestling and play matches that are going to happen at this card. And we're going to videotape it. We want to record all this stuff. This is going to go up on the network. There's going to be stuff going on, the heel pops and chair shots. I mean, we're even getting the wrestlers involved. All right. So we're going to be doing, I'm working on really cool raffles that we're getting a lot of the wrestlers involved. So you're going to have to stay tuned for this because I don't know what's going to be in these baskets. Who's going to be in these baskets? Are there going to be autographs? Are there going to be free tickets? Are there going to be shirts? I do not know. Is there going to be an avocado? Listen, don't start with the damn avocado, okay? Stop it.
Will it be peeled?
Listen, we're going to fight, all right? Anyway, so yeah, there's going to be a pre-party. And the raffles, whatever we make off these raffles, we're donating for Colin's April show. Because check this out. Look at this gorgeous shirt.
Ooh.
It is live. The link is below if you like to buy one. Okay?
That's
it's
pretty.
for the autism acceptance. Make sure you're following Synergy Wrestling because it's such a good time. It really is. I'm so excited for this. So yeah, all these proceeds are going to be donated for the April autism show, the awareness show. So I think Colin posted, they're not sure which charity, that they know one of them already. I forgot the name of it. Which one he had already said that 50% of whatever they make is donated to one of the autisms around in New Jersey somewhere.
Yeah.
So,
well, as we get closer, more info will come out, and yeah.
Yeah. So definitely, you're gonna want to come to the show. You're gonna want to come hang out with me and Ray. You're gonna want to come see the wrestlers. You want to come hang out with heel pops and chair shots. You want to go do some shots with them because we're crazy. I mean, I dropped on their podcast, their live. I just walked on in, like I own the joints. I've been doing that a lot lately. I'm just crashing people's podcasts lately.
I'm just sitting in a corner like. Damn.
Right. We walked in, we put our stuff down, and I just walked on over to heel pops and chair shots while
I tried to stop her. I tried to make.
You can't stop me. You cannot stop me. So
help.
It's gonna be lit. I mean, like again, it's still all in the works. We're 2 months away. Actually, it's today, right? 2 months ago. It's 2 months from today. Yes. So 2 months from today, tickets are on sale now. So you're gonna want to go buy tickets. They're gonna go quick. This is the show to be at. I mean, the crown? Come on. That crown is beautiful. I might steal the crown. I don't know. Me and Queen of Any, we're going to fight for the crown. Is that allowed?
Hey, what about April? April's going to be the slide runner in there.
She's going to do her slip and slide. Yes. Slip and slide into taking the crown. Yeah. God. So as we keep going, more details will come out. We'll let you know about the raffles. But yeah, definitely. I'm excited for this pre-party. Yeah. It's gonna be a good time. So, back to the Synergy show, which we had talked about with Colin on Under the Ropes. This was fun. We had so much fun. I think we had more fun heckling the wrestlers out of anything. We almost got Ray to die. The wrestlers are gonna kill you now because of me in April, pretty much. So yes, you gotta buy tickets for that. I know some good things happening on in the background, but yeah. So. But yeah, this show was so much fun. I don't know which match should we talk about. I mean, I'm all about the frickin' Joey Silver, Charles Mason, and Casey Cathal. You know, like. Of
course, you're gonna bring that one up first, where I get verbally abused.
You did get verbally abused.
I did nothing.
I did nothing. Listen, Charles Mason came out. I love that the girls that were behind us, they must have been bombed out of their mind. All right. And they were like, they went to go like grab him and like or whatever, and he walked away. And then me and April tried to grab Mason. It was the funniest, and then you got shit for it. You got shit
I did
for it.
nothing.
You got shit for it. So this
I
match.
want to see that clip. I feel like Tiff posted it somewhere, so go check that out.
Oh yeah, the one where you got yelled at by Mason. He even retweeted it. I love Charles Mason. He is him and I mean all three of these guys. And like Casey Cattell can go. I love her.
Yeah, she can go.
She can go. She hung with the boys. She looks so damn good, and she picked up the win. But I love the fact that like we were heckling the shit out of Mason the entire match. It's so much fun to heckle him. It's just that easy. And then we were like cheering for Joey, and he was getting mad. But man, I love it. The more and more I watch intergender matches, I love it.
What's a matcher?
It's a matcher.
I
can't talk. This ain't water.
I love how we skipped over it, but it's like we had to talk about this match though.
Yeah.
Homicide versus Brandon Kirk.
Oh my God. Wait, before that, because during that, the poor woman in the front row, her beer kept getting stolen.
She originally got stolen in that match.
Yes,
in the first
Brandon
match.
Kirk grabbed her beer. The poor lady was so pissed, and he took a drink out of it. Then we got to Mason walked over, grabbed. That was her second beer too. That was her second beer, and he grabbed it and fucking drank it. And like she was pissed. So I told Brandon Kirk he can steal my beer next time if he likes, because I will get mad. Come take my beer.
I felt bad for the lady, and then I'm like, I think she's had enough beer. It's okay. It's okay.
Oh my God, fake man page.
Oh my God.
I kept calling Brandon Kirk fake man page.
Oh my God. Well, but yeah, that was an awesome match. It wasn't even a match. It was a fight. Homicide and Brandon Kirk went to town in this street fight, and Homicide was able to show after last month that attack, he got his retribution back in, but unfortunately Brandon Kirk got the win.
Yeah.
And it was a surprising win, because just like the last time we went, Homicide was able to steal the win there. Not steal, but it was a shocking win.
Yeah.
And just like that, on this show we got the same. Brandon Kirk picking up the win. Who knows? Could this lead to a future Synergy Championship match?
Make sure you stay tuned.
We'll have to wait and see.
There's so many shows coming up with Synergy, so please make
sure
you follow them. It's just great. And then we had number 3 husband, formerly known as number 1 husband, Anthony Gangone versus Jordan Oliver. Okay?
Yeah.
That guy. You know that guy? I don't know that guy.
Heard his name before. I don't know.
Yeah, you know. So the crowd was favoring obviously Jordan Oliver. I'm probably the only one that wasn't.
They don't like this guy.
I know. I was the only one that was fangirling. Totally fangirling.
Oh,
all right. Everybody was tweeting at me. They were talking about Gangone's chops. I'm like, listen, don't make him mad. Seriously. His chops, don't piss him off. Ray knows.
I'm taking one of those chops.
He's taking one of Gangone's chops.
Yeah, it still hurts. Still hurts.
That was a fun match, though.
No, and it was very technical. Gangone definitely went in there, different style for this match, because I feel like that's what Gangone is best for. He's very adaptable to the situation.
Yeah.
Going in against Jordan Oliver, you know is going to want to fly. He's known for doing this very fast-paced, and Gangone kept him grounded.
Yeah.
However, in the end, Jordan Oliver was able to get him with the clout cutter, and fortunately, Gangone was not able to pick up the victory here. But I feel like it was good for both men. Gangone showcased his talent there. He was able to grab him in what I'm going to call a variation of the last Chancery submission hold.
I'm pissy.
I thought that was it.
I'm salty.
I thought that was it right there with that submission.
I'm salty.
I know you're not happy.
I'm not happy.
It was a good match, though. The funniest thing was that I told Tiff, I'm like, I feel like this would go either way. And she's like, no, Gangone's winning. Like, it can go either way. No, Gangone.
Nope.
Like, okay.
Nope.
Even April was mad that I was like doubting Gangone. I'm like,
that's your
I'm
friend.
not doubting. It's just going either way. I was being fair.
I don't care. Whoever faces Gangone, I give no craps. Gangone will win. Okay? End of day. I'm loyal. I don't give a shit.
You say that now. Stay tuned in the next episode.
What does that mean?
Well, you'll look at the shows we're going to in February.
This is true. I mean, there are not a lot of shows that we're physically going to in February.
This is true. It's gonna be a few, but hey.
I know there's 2 shows, 3 shows, no, 2 shows, definite, because AEW is the 29th. So right now, I know we got February 1st. I go into Full Faith Wrestling with April. Where's that coming to the show? And then February 22nd, is it? No. February 22nd is the IWA. And February 28th, okay, so it's 3 shows. February 28th is BWF, where Gangone is facing number 2 husband, Hank Flanagan. So, anything can go. And I actually made it official on the AEP podcast that whoever wins that match is going to become number 1 husband. So, will Gangone become number 1 husband? Or will Hank?
Double count out.
Y'all mess. Anyway.
Let's keep it going.
All right,
to the other qualifying matchup, which featured TJ Crawford. It featured... Wait, I want to remember who was in the match. Okay. TJ Crawford, Jason Sinclair, Kip Stevens, and...
Oh, shit.
Vinny Pacifica. Sorry.
Yes. Kip Stevens, he's so funny. He kept getting hurt. I tweeted at him and I was like, I need my med kit. He goes, can you follow me to every show I do with a med kit? He said to me. I love him. He's like one of my new faves now. He's so much fun. No?
I'm just dying because it was the funniest thing because it was like, it reminded me of one of the first shows we went to and Eric Corvus is just yelling,
oh,
ow. We'll get to Eric Corvus in a bit because he wasn't screaming ow at this show.
Yeah.
But that match was, again, another technical matchup, I would say.
Yeah.
They beat the living crap out of each other. And in the end, I called this match, by the way.
You did call this.
TJ Crawford advances and is going for the crown.
You did.
So that gave us 2. Casey Catal, TJ Crawford. In the final, that ended up becoming no, that was the 4-way, sorry. Alice Taylor advances from Young, Dumb, and Broke. And that was more of like the newcomer match, I want to say.
Yeah.
We saw Boom Harden, we saw Alice Taylor, and then we saw 2 men that I'm not as familiar with.
Yeah.
But they were able to showcase their talents as well. Alice Taylor, a little more seasoned, got the victory, and that leads us to
March 28th.
March 28th, yeah.
So you're going to want to come to this show. You're definitely going to go. Never mind the fact to come hang out with us. You want to come to the show. It's going to be good.
Hanging out with us is a little bit of a bonus, you know?
Yes.
It's a little bonus.
A little bit of bubbly? We should have a little bit of the bubbly. I love it. So,
oh, God.
But no, definitely like synergy.
What's up, Conrad? How's it going?
Hi, Conrad. How are you? But yeah, definitely this is a show, so stay tuned. Of course, there'll be things all over Twitter. Make sure you're following Heel Pops and Chair Shots as well. Make sure you're following Colin at Synergy. I have all the links below, so make sure you go hit subscribe. Go get some love. So
follow us as well. Follow us.
Of course, follow us. Ray's information's below as well. Yeah. So if there's suggestions that you want us to do at this pre-party, hit us up as well because I'm open to suggestions. Hopefully, like next month, I'll start having my baskets together, and then I could start showing you guys what's in the baskets that you guys can buy raffles for. So we're gonna see what happens. Maybe we were talking about maybe doing an online raffle box. Again, all the proceeds that we make are going to be donated for that April show for the autism awareness. Yes. So definitely stay tuned for that. So we got one more show that we're going to talk about, and then I know Brad had made a top 5 list of his favorite indie matches.
So many lists on this show.
There is a lot of lists. Brad is like, I say I'm the queen, but this guy, like, he is one of the reasons why I know so much about indie wrestling. And if there's things I don't know, that's the guy to go to. He's always introducing me to new companies as well that are not even on the East Coast, that they're on the West Coast as well. That's how I'm very familiar with Chris Bay. I love Chris Bay. Chris Bay is from Vegas. He's going all over the freaking place. I'm hoping one of the days that he comes East Coast over here that I'm able to see him live. Me and Brad are hoping for that very much so. So we'll get into that after this. So Extreme Serious Wrestling. All right. Now, I didn't know about this company. All right. Anthony St. James, actually, which you guys know as well. I've done the podcast with him as well. He messaged me and told me that he was coming to the show, that I should come check this show out. Now, also, I've had Nick Shin on the show as well, who's a referee. And he messaged me as well, explaining that this isn't something that a normal wrestling fan would go to. It is wrestling, if you want to call it that. No, I was pre-warned, okay, that it wasn't what I was going to expect. All right, this was more of a comedy wrestling. The best way that I put this to Ray, because Ray didn't come with us that day. April came with me this day. And April was.
I've gone to something similar though, so I did explain to Tef what to look forward to, because it isn't something like you're not going to go and see headlocks and ankle locks and all that kind of stuff.
No,
you're not going to see mat wrestling. What we do in sports entertainment, it's going to be something else, but you should go in with an open mind.
Yeah, this is one thing that I talk about all the time. All right.
Yeah.
And I think within the last 6 months, because you guys know, like, obviously I do the All Elite podcast as well. And I'm very big into that. And then with me into the indie scene, you have to have a different mind. And I say the same thing with AEW. I wound up having words the other day with one of our friends because he was comparing AEW to WWE, and I got really pissed off. And I'm like, no, because you cannot compare AEW to WWE, where WWE's been around for a very long time, and AEW is something completely different, and it's supposed to be different. So you cannot compare the two. You have to have an open mind. I say this all the time on All Elite Wrestling. On the podcast, I always say it. Same thing goes with indie wrestling. And me and Ray always preach about there's different tiers to wrestling. You have your family base, right? You have your technical wrestling. You have your violent wrestling. Right? You have comedy wrestling. There's so much different tiers to wrestling.
And not even just that, the fact of wrestling in itself, the original form of it, it's entertainment. It's supposed to be something to entertain. You're supposed to do something to get the crowd to watch and have fun. At the end of the day, as long as they're having fun, you did your job.
Let me tell you, I had so much fun at this show. A lot of this was like, what am I watching? Okay. But again, open mind. And I really did. I had probably one of the best times that I had.
Yeah. Because again, that's what got us into wrestling.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think anyone ever got into wrestling for saying, oh, that was the best headlock I ever seen.
Yeah.
No, it was more of I was entertained. I had fun. Man, this is our memorable moment for me. Yeah. It's like we say, we have the catchphrase now, thanks to our good friend Chris Seaton, #making moments.
Yeah.
And that's a moment right there.
That's it.
Even if it was not the conventional version of wrestling.
Yeah.
It's still something. It's performance art, as Tiffany put it.
That's how I put it to Ray. I was like, this reminded me of, like, maybe even like college and I'm not going to say college students because you had all different ages. I was seeing people way older than me working, wrestling in this match.
Yeah.
There was an exorcism match where they were trying to take the demon out of the wrestler. The girls were dressed up as nuns. Like I said, this isn't for everybody, okay? Again, you have to go with an open mind. It's completely different. I had the best time. I laughed so hard with April, all right? There was a guy that looked like Bill Clinton. What's the most funniest? He was walking around with a heating pad. I mean, there was a guy with an inflatable toothbrush, and we were like, did you know that he's a dentist? Maybe he knows Britt Baker. Like, we were just... There was a disqualification match. In order to win the match, you had to be disqualified. That's how you won the match. You were disqualified. I was like, what is going on? Like...
Oh, God, the chat is having a ball in there. I love this.
It was very, very different. And I'm telling you, like, I want to go. So I think the next one's February 6th. I think it actually is. And it's a fashion show. Now, the ring was funny. If you guys make sure you follow me on Twitter, Loves to Dream 82. I was posting pictures. I was making gifts because I love turning my videos into gifts and stuff like that. There was a guy, like, full of candy. All right. And he dropped the candy on the floor. And the girl was like, she slipped and fell on her back. Now, never mind the fact that there was no ring. The ring was pads on the floor with cones and freaking the caution tape signs. It wasn't a real ring. So when we walked in, we were like, what is going on? So it's like, as you couldn't prepare me as much as like I was prepared.
Am I wrong? But was there a bush?
There was a bush. There was a bush. He died. And then all of a sudden, an acorn came out. I was heckling one of the wrestlers. He came out with a belt going around saying, I can't touch it. And I touched it. And then he got mad. And then he was yelling at me. I was like, I touched it. Even Nick shit.
I unfortunately was not able to make that one. And
you wish
just
you
from
did.
the clips, it was the funniest thing because I'm texting her in April, like, do y'all need help?
Yeah, everybody was tweeting at me. Whatever I was posting on Twitter, people were like, even Kyle was like, what am I watching right now? He was like, even Queen tweeted at us and was like, do I need to send help? You know, but this was really, it was really fun. I had so much fun at this show. Again, it was something completely different. You know, it was like the best.
Good. Again, it's something. It's a memorable moment right there.
It was a lot of fun. It was
that's the best
something
part.
that you guys should definitely check out. So Extreme Serious Wrestling. I was like, okay. Like, but it caught me because I want to go back.
Yeah.
I want to go back.
That's when you know it did its job. If you were that entertained to the point that you do want to return and you want to do that again, yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't let April go home. She goes, I want to go home. And I was like, no, you cannot go home. Even Anthony St. James was videotaping it, and like I caught him laughing and stuff. Oh, the best was the candy canes. It was supposed to be like a cage match, but the people were against the wall with
so it was like war game.
Yeah, they were like inflatable candy canes.
Yeah.
On the wall. And then every like minute or so, one of the candy canes dropped, and then they went into the ring. I was dying with the damn toothbrush that the guy was hitting people with a damn inflatable toothbrush. This is so funny. I'm telling you guys, like, you have to have an open mind. You have to have some sort of humor in your life to enjoy these shows. Like, I had the best time. Like, I need to go see it. I can't wait for the fashion show one. Like,
God.
So,
that's gonna be funny.
It was really entertaining. So again, there's all different types of wrestling. You have to keep an open mind. You never know the goal that you're gonna strike. You know? So good shit. So our January was very entertaining.
It was very colorful, you could say.
Very colorful.
Very colorful. But now let's move on to the list.
So Brad, again, he's in the chat right now.
Hi, Brad.
Again, like I said, he is, you know, like I am the indie queen. I know a lot, but I do not know as much as Brad knows. Brad watches everything. I don't know how he watches everything. Me and Brad
could, every time we see each other, we just have long discussions about indie wrestling. Like everything and everything. Like, it's the best time.
Yeah, like, oh my God. So here we go. Like, I'm dropping Brad's top matches. His top 5 matches of the month. I don't know. Did I show you this? I don't know if I showed you this.
Yeah, you did.
Okay. So, number 5 was Tony Deppen versus Mance Warner. January 24, GCW, Just Being Honest. And Funny Bone versus Killer Cross. January 25th, Future Stars of Wrestling, No Escape.
Good old Mansa.
Oh, I love Mance Warner.
Was in there.
He is so good. I want to see more of him. I really
Mance
do.
Warner's good. I love Mance Warner. The gimmick is... I feel like it's our modern day Terry Funk. It's like the best way to explain it. Mance Warner is hilarious in that ring. It's that southern style of catch can wrestling.
Yeah.
The gimmick works. Hey, knee pad up, knee pad down, and you're done.
Yeah. So,
drinking those light beers.
Again, like, you know, with me putting these list out is like, you know, I know these are quality matches. I have not seen all these matches on here, but I can promise you guys these are quality matches because I know Brad's taste. It is money. All right. These matches, again, like this match, you know, number 5, I didn't see this match and I didn't see number 4. But like, again, like I said, the whole point of this is, you know, us even doing Indy Talks is to brighten the horizons of everybody. You know,
it's us learning and the fans learning with us.
Yeah.
So let's go to number 4 because this again. Oh, I remember seeing this. This was another hard-hitting match. Tom Lawler, filthy Tom Lawler, going against Eric Stevens. Holy, oof.
Oof.
And it's funny because both of these guys now are part of MLW as the new Team Filthy, and damn.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oof. Oof.
Oh man, Black Label Pro put on a hell of a card there, and yeah,
Yeah.
that's a match.
Number 3, Chris Dickinson versus David Starr. January 24th, GCW, Just Being Honest. I seen most of this pay-per-view. I still got to go back and finish it.
Yeah.
But again, like I said, we always preach how good GCW is. Chris Dickinson is an absolute favorite of mine. Definitely. And David Starr's a huge, like, a lot of people love David. Hank Flanagan's a big fan of David Starr.
David Starr, I feel like he gets a mixed reaction though. I'll say that.
Mm-hmm.
Me, I like David Starr. He's a great wrestler in there. He gets the mixed reaction just because of certain views he has.
Right.
For being a fan of independent, just for wrestlers to be independent and get that a union. But again, he's looking out for wrestlers in a way.
Right.
And again, this match, I remember seeing a lot of it, and it didn't disappoint. David Starr, a great wrestler in there. Chris Dickinson is a beast in there, and these two put on a clinic.
Yeah.
It was great.
Number 2, Chris Bay versus Alex Zane. January 18th, take a picture. Let me tell you, this match I was looking so damn forward to. I was a little pissed off that we didn't see this match in New Jersey. All right. But this is a match
This is the one in
that...
Cali, right?
What?
This was in California that week after, right?
Yeah. It was the week after. Was it in California? Or was it Texas? I'm so confused, like, of which one. This is, like, my point. Of like, I forget where they are. I thought it was Texas.
I just remember you wanted to go wherever it was. You're like, we're out.
No. It was Texas because Smart to Death Anthony was at the show.
Okay,
And
okay.
I was cursing him out because I was like, you get to meet Chris Bay and I can't. And I was really pissed. So yeah, it was in Texas.
God.
So I'm a little freaking salty about this. But this is another match of the freaking year right here. Like, holy crap. These two can go. Alex Zane's, his boo-boo was better on his toe, obviously. I'm breaking Ray.
His boo-boo.
His boo-boo.
Oh, it was, okay, that's why I was confusing. Sorry.
Yeah.
It was Bay versus AJ Gray and Cali. Okay.
That was another great match as well.
Let's get back there.
But yeah, this is another one that you guys need to watch. I was so this was the whole reason of that card that I wanted to watch was this too. If you put freaking Anthony Gangone into a fucking 3-way with these two, I will lose my fucking shit. That's all I know. I will not. You need to get the fan, get the mop, everything that possibly, because Bay is Bay. You know, Zayn number one husband, and Gangone's Gangone. So I want to see those three go at it. But I talked about this when I interviewed Alex Zane on the podcast. So, yeah. But this was definitely one of my favorites. And then we come to number 1, which we had talked about earlier. Tony Deppen versus Jake Atlas.
It definitely deserves this number 1 spot. Again, it's the bar setter right now.
Yeah.
It's a good match. Tony and Jake, again, the chemistry was there. It was perfect match in awe again. The crowd ate it up.
Yeah,
it was perfect. I saw it on the stream, and again, you could see the reaction though.
Yeah,
like sometimes you miss it. Like if you're not live, you don't get to feel it. You don't get to see that reaction. And even on the stream, the match told the story there.
Yeah,
it was perfect.
Good. So good. So thank you, Brad. I mean, like I think like we're gonna do this monthly. He's gonna give us his top 5. So again, like I said, like Brad.
Cool.
Brad is encyclopedia of wrestling. And Brad watches everything. It's not just the East Coast. I follow a lot of East Coast. But of course, like some of the companies that we talk about, like they go all over like GCW is one that goes all over the place. They're going to be in Tokyo soon. So I'm looking forward to that as well.
Yep.
But there's so many promotions. Sometimes I'll just go to Brad's house. Like Warrior Wrestling is next month. So that's one that I definitely want to watch as well. So that's probably going to be on our list of February's Indy Talks as well. So because that card's bonkers. All right, that card is bonkers. You know, again, like go follow Warrior Wrestling because that card is insane. I'm jealous of our friend Metal because he will be there. I hate you. I want to go to that too. But that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Like, there's so
That whole
much indie
part right
wrestling.
there is insane. And again, but that's what we're telling you. Like, support indie wrestling no matter where you are. You're probably gonna find something.
Yeah.
And it's those hidden gems. It's like in places you would never expect. You get the best matches. And again, just support.
You just don't know what you're gonna find, you know. And
Yeah.
like I always talk about that. Me following Gangone brought me to so many wonderful wrestlers that I love so much, you know. And I love bringing on these guys on the show. Because I'm bringing on quality wrestlers that I think will eventually be signed. And there's so many. I tell Ray that I'm like, I just don't have the time to interview all these guys. There's so much that I want on. So I'm trying to give you guys like quality, you know, things that I can stamp my name on that I really adore in the ring. They're so good. They're so good. So I'm looking forward. And I love the fact of that I'm mixing. I know with me living here in New York, having access to New York and New Jersey wrestlers is great. And I try to throw it around every so often and get like a bigger name for us. Like I said, Tony Deppen will come on Under the Ropes. I'm so excited for that. And there's a bunch of others as well. I'm working on some other stuff as well. So it looks like our stream is good.
Stay tuned.
So
Don't forget
definitely
to
stay tuned to this. So many great things coming to the network. Again, we're having the network will be at IWA February 22nd. The network will be at Synergy Wrestling at March 28th. You know, these are companies you want to go support. Great shows. Again, the promoters are wonderful, you know. So
again, just support. Make sure you support and just never stop like giving a chance to something.
right.
Try it once at least, because you never know.
And even if you physically can't go to these shows, you know, like maybe, you know, like again, me and Ray are blessed. We live in New York.
We're in the tri-state, so we get a lot. Yeah.
But like the IWTV app has a lot. YouTube has a lot. Fight TV also gives you a lot of free matches as well. Capital's one that always drops free matches. So you can find matches of, you know, what did they put? Gangone and Casey Nataro last night. We were at that show.
Yep.
So you can see, you know, not spend a lot of money. I think the IWTV is like $10 a month. It's not a lot. And you get so much, you know, there's so much. And there's bucket lists of places that me and Ray want to go to. Beyond Wrestling must happen in 2020. That's definitely big bucket list. We were talking about the Wrestling Lab that's coming up in a couple of months. That's one that I need to buy tickets for that I haven't gone to. Pro Wrestling Magic's another one. What else did I say that I want? Bar Wrestling would be one I would love to. That's in California, maybe one day. So, but see, like you guys are like again, guys, like even if you're listening to this later, drop your comments like below. Like, you know, if there's someone that you want me to check out, like a wrestler or a promotion, like drop information in the comments. Like I want to know. Like I love it so much, and I love finding gold. And hey, maybe I'll find somebody that I can get onto the podcast as well. So but I don't know. So I think that's really much it, right?
Yeah, I think we're over an hour now. I think we're good. We talked all the indie wrestling we need. We're getting ready for February. More to come. Hashtag making moments.
Hashtag making moments. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
So
it's the best. Well then, time to sign off, right?
I guess so.
Perfect.
Wait a minute.
What?
Somebody is supposed to drop their list of wives. Excuse me, sir.
I was hoping she forgot by now. Like she's mentioned her list of husbands the whole stream. I'm like, nah, she's not gonna remember.
Come on.
Okay.
Fork it over. I want it. Do I have to do my update first before I let you drop your list of wives?
Ladies first.
Okay. So my husband list drives me absolutely crazy. I updated it again. I dropped the top 5 a couple of weeks ago, right? And I was like, I got to redo my list. So I get so much crap for my list, and I'm probably going to get crap again.
Yep. Always.
I'm going to get crap again. All right.
Should I do the drum roll?
You do the drum roll.
New list of husbands. Oh. Well then.
Yes, yeah.
Look at that. Mr. Gangone has increased again.
He has increased again. I do not like Gangone as number 3. I told Gangone I don't like you as number 3. And it's making it very difficult because I really like Alexander as number 1 right now. All right, but it's Gangone.
Well, there you go. The updated list. Alexander remains on top 1 for now.
For now. That's the thing. This thing changes daily. I can move Gangone again tomorrow.
By the end of the stream, it could possibly change again.
He's not wrong. He's absolutely not wrong. All right. So I can't. So I mean, the top 3 are staying. It doesn't matter. They're still my top 3.
It's just gonna be like interchangeable. That's all.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. They're gonna wind up moving. Eventually, like Hank's gonna move to number 1. I have a feeling Hank's gonna move to number 1 eventually. So, but yeah, I moved like Charles Mason all the way up. Listen, I don't know.
Because he made fun of me, isn't it?
No, it's not because he made fun of you.
Shame.
I think it's because he stole the girl's beer.
Ah, that's why.
You know what? I'm gonna be really drunk at the Synergy show on 328, and I'm gonna hope that he steals my beer, so I can fangirl and be like, he touched my beer.
Well then.
Yeah.
Well then.
So Lucky 13.
Oh, even Dan Housen's on there too.
Dan Housing. Seriously.
He made the number 9.
Yes, Dan Housing.
He made
I love
the number
Dan.
9.
Listen, if you've seen Dan Housing without the paint, you will understand. He's definitely on there. But yeah, I mean, I put Lucky 13. He should have been on the list a long time ago. I'm sorry. I love Lucky 13. He is yummy. So yeah, so I did a top 10, guys. So that's my top 10. So now.
Okay, 1 sec. I'm just making sure.
I need to know. See. This is the thing I'm going to be doing now. Anytime I drop on anybody's podcast, that's going to be the first thing I did. I was on Unpopular Review the other night. That was the first thing I asked. I'm like, fork it over, list the wives right now. So
you know what's funny though? That at least I've gotten time. Technically, for the first episode, I was supposed to have this done, but I lied.
He lied.
I lied.
So, fork it over.
Okay, hold on. Okay, I only have 8.
Okay.
The list starts at 8 for now.
Okay, that's okay.
For now.
It changes.
Because now I see how it changes and I see the subcategories and everything. So
now he understands why it's hard.
Okay, the list of wives. Number 8, Solo Darling.
Ooh, I love her. She's beautiful.
Okay. Number 7, all the way from NWA, Melina.
Ooh.
Number 6, recently debuting on ROH, finally, Session Moth Martina. You're going to notice a lot of international on my list for some reason. Number 5, Tennille Dashwood.
Oh, okay. It's one of Kyle's
Number
favorite.
4, yeah. Sorry, Kyle. Number 4, Rosemary / Courtney Rush.
Oh, okay.
Number 3, Katrina, for those that knew her in WWE, Maxine. Number 2, this one scares me a little bit because she could kick my ass possibly, Mercedes Martinez.
Oh, okay. Who's
and number 1, Salina de la Renta.
Oh, okay. I'm loving it.
There you go.
Now, this is a list, man. This is a list. This is a list that I stamp my approval of. There's a lot of hotties on this list. I approve.
Oh, God. That list, it took forever because she's been asking since before we did episode 1. So it's been about like 3 months now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Brad even dropped his list, and that took months as well, too. I think it's been like freaking 6 months before Brad dropped me his list. I posted it the other day. And there was a list that I approved. Like, he had some quality freaking women on his list. So once again, guys, if you have a list of wives or a list of husbands, tweet them at me. Leave them in the comments below. I love to know. All right, because I really love it's a serious thing, the list of husbands, the list of wives, and it always changes. So it is not that easy to put into number order, and that's my biggest problem.
Because that was the worst with this. It was like But who do I put where? Okay.
Yeah. So that's my problem. So that's why my list always gets revised all
No.
the damn time. So, but yeah. So I love your list. So thank you for sharing your list.
Thank
with
you.
me. So, but yeah. So I guess we're gonna come to a closing, guys. Again,
Aww.
support indie wrestling. We love it. Definitely check it out. Come check out IWA on February 22nd. I will post all the posters as well going forward because I always support everybody. Synergy Wrestling, March 28th. We're going to party. Again, if you have any suggestions, hit me up. Hit up Heels, Pops, and Chair Shots. Hit up Ray. Tell him where to get you, Ray.
You can follow me on everything. It is Ray_Ramundo. Once again, Ray_Ramundo. Check out the Instagram, Twitter. Always posting a lot of gaming videos now. So if you like the wrestling gaming community, go give me a follow. Go give me a subscribe. Enjoy that.
Absolutely.
Have fun with me. And don't forget to subscribe to the No Holds Barred Network, which I guess officially new member. Hi,
Yes.
everybody.
Hi. Make sure you
So,
go
yeah.
help as well and go buy the Synergy shirt.
Definitely do.
Yes,
Support. It's a
because-
great cause right there. So
Definitely. It's a
definitely
beautiful
support. And we'll be
short.
partying.
We are going to be partying. And you know what I love? Colin put tank tops on the damn website. I love you, Colin. Thank you. The girls can breathe. Now, BX Strong, too good, needs to get on that shit, or I'm giving them an M. Not
No.
an L, an M.
No, we have a surprise for them. We have a surprise.
We do have a surprise for them. So stay tuned. Make sure you're following us on Twitter as well, because sometimes we just post videos on Twitter. You never know what you're going to be seeing. But yeah, again, support indie wrestling. Make sure you're subscribed to No Holds Barred Network. Go give all these great promotions that we talked about some love as well. Definitely check out IWTV, Fight App, all these amazing.
Yep.
You know, it's wrestling is booming.
Support wrestling.
Yeah,
Support wrestling. At the
Team
end of the day,
wrestling.
no matter if it's a indie promotion, the major companies, just watch wrestling.
Yeah, team wrestling.
Support what we love.
Team wrestling. At the end of the
Team
day,
wrestling.
we're in it
There you
together.
go.
So, but thank you guys all again for tuning in. We love you. Can't wait for episode 4. Oof. So much to talk about. There's going to be a lot of things coming on the network. Make sure Under the Ropes will be coming back soon. And thank you again, These Wolves for the music. It's
Yes.
I just love their music.
Yeah,
It's just
awesome.
It's just great. Beautifully Miserable is the official song of Indy Talks.
Yep.
So thank you guys again. I love you so much. I will talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.